I get a lot of comments from people saying how easy I make it look and how much harder it is when they do it. And a huge part of that is the amount of practice that I've had and the amount of time that I've spent sewing, specifically these mice and these tiny clothes. But at the same time, it's also a trick of editing. There's no way anybody would watch these videos if I posted them in real time, because some things are just really tedious and much harder than they look when I speed it up to 2 times as fast as I'm actually doing it and cut out all of the parts where I'm struggling. A loop turner is a really fantastic tool for turning tiny tubes like this, but it's not magic. It still took me about 6 minutes to turn this tube. And even though watching this video feels excruciatingly slow, it's still sped up to 2 times speed. Which is why most of the time I choose to use ribbon for the tails and for the overall straps, because it's so much faster and I really don't like doing this part. But there's sometimes that I just don't have a good match, and so I do have to use the loop turner, and it just takes a while, and I go into it knowing that. The type of fabric you use here does make a huge difference, and I would never try making a spaghetti strap with anything thick like denim or canvas. But even this linen fabric that is pretty thin was quite a challenge for me and took a lot longer than I anticipated. Satin is definitely one of the easiest things to turn, and you're gonna have a lot better luck with it if you cut on the bias. Now you do have to be really careful because it has to be a perfect bias cut or the strap will get all twisty when it's turned. And I also like to make the strip a lot longer than I need it because I know that the end is going to get chewed up in the process of trying to turn it, so it allows me to cut it down to size.